In the early to mid-2000s, Disney and Pixar released hit after hit after hit. Recently, the form has been extremely hit or miss from Disney and Pixar, releasing bangers like Soul, Inside Out 2, and Luca, but also releasing slop like Turning Red and Lightyear, just to name a few. Hoppers was Disney's first penciled release in animation in 2026, to be followed up by Toy Story 5, which looks incredible, to then be followed up by Incredibles 3, a new Monsters Inc. movie, and Frozen 3, just to name a few projects in the works, with Zootropolis 3 in early development as well. And Hoppers may just give Disney that momentum they need to transition from this hit or miss era to that no misses renaissance yet again, like in the early 2000s. In November of 2025, Disney released the sequel to their major hit Zootropolis, smashing the box office and getting the ball rolling for Hoppers in 2026. Zootropolis was a major hit for Disney in its quality and its commercialism, but could Hoppers follow up on Zootropolis 2? Hoppers is a strange movie. Looking from the outside, it looks like a film that won't have anything too crazy happening, that will blow anyone away. And it doesn't, but to be honest, neither does Zootropolis 2. Hoppers is a movie that follows the story of Mabel, a girl who from young was passionate about nature and keeping nature free in the wild. When she brutally assaults a preschool teacher, her nan takes her away from her parents and shows how nature can calm the soul from rage in the specific form of this bayou. Fast forward 19 years, Grandma is gone, RIP, and the bayou becomes under threat because the mayor is trying to build a motorway. Mabel then is tasked with restoring the wildlife there, given how much she cares about it with her deep connection to her gran, meaning she has to put a beaver, an anchor animal, into that area. Long story short, she attracts a beaver, that is a robot, that is then controlled by her uni lecturer, who is really annoying by the way and the only character in this movie that I actively disliked. She probably was the only one with an actual piece of common sense in this movie, but I don't know, it took me out of some wacky scenes. Using the technology developed by her uni teacher, Mabel becomes said beaver and tries to take the bayou back from the mayor. This technology allows humans and animals to talk, and also humans who aren't in the robot to understand through an earpiece. We are treated to some glorious animation in this movie. It is visually stunning. We then meet the Beaver Overlord, who runs a one-party system over the dam where the animals fled to from the bayou. Just kidding, we meet George. Undeniably one of my favourite characters in the movie, and in Pixar might I add. This guy is a goat. Mabel basically gets introduced to the food chain in the form of pond rules. Basically, everyone coexists in this one area that is a mammal, and it's actually a pretty well-run civilization, thanks to my goat. We are then introduced to Disney's best marketing ply ever. And this channel's mascot, Tom. Literally nothing more to say to that, we are introduced to Tom. He's just that significant in himself. Anyway, it's revealed that the humans drove the animals away from the bayou with a fake tree so they could build this motorway and get planning permission. Basically, Mabel just tears down the tree, W to her. While this is happening, her uni teacher is trying to take her back to stop her, as she gradually is upsetting the ecosystem around. Long story short, the bayou is retaken. All is well, and everybody is happy. Just like everybody who subscribed to LV, until the humans come again and put more trees in, and the animals run away again. At this point, George assembles the Council, formed of reptiles, amphibians, insects, fish, and birds. This was actually really, really clever. And unique, and also funny as hell. Look at this frog, bro. After a long and extremely logical discussion with the council that Mabel took into her own hands, upsetting my goats, the council decide to assassinate the mayor. How does this solve the issue of the bayou? I don't know. It just does. Stick with the program. Mabel assassinates the insect leader in a moment of pure evil and treason. The council basically go after her and George now as they think they're fugitives. And this shift in power occurs. You would not think this guy actually becomes one of the most disturbing villains in Pixar, but he does. I'm not even kidding. The council finds out the humans are using robots to be animals, after another rescue mission from the uni lecture fails. At this point, she basically is just straight throwing the game. George gets sad for 3 seconds, but being the king he is, he holds no grudges and forms a monster team of a lizard, a bear, a sleepy beaver himself, and Mabel to save the mayor, who obviously gets freaked out as hell by what's occurring. There's an epic chase where some birds chase the car. Then, out of nowhere, a literal shark called Diane, with a strong British accent, is carried through the clouds. I just burst out laughing in the cinema at this. It's genuinely that funny. The rescue mission fails, basically, and then I think the saddest scene of this movie occurs, which had reduced my girlfriend and myself to tears in the cinema. Mabel is taken back by the uni teacher, who pursued her this whole time in the chase, basically third-partying them and once again throwing the game. When Mabel is taken, my goat George, who's built up an amazing relationship with Mabel over the course of this movie, teaching her valuable lessons, thinks she straight up died. It is the saddest thing. There's no words spoken. This is just Disney at their best. It's the way that animals are portrayed. When humans take control, they get human features and actions, like hairstyles for George specifically, and whites in their eyes. But this scene, George is seen as an animal, sniffling the body, yelping, eyes black, pushing the body with his nose. It was sad. It was tragic. The animals hold the humans captive, while this guy takes the form of the mayor using the uni teacher's technology to kill a mass group of human beings in an overly well thought out terror plot. He was going to Sonic implode their brains. This film is a U, by the way. In the end, two sworn enemies, Mabel and the mayor, have come together to stop the evil caterpillar overlord. There isn't really a plan here. The mayor gets into the beaver suit just to be instantly killed, not actually dying, he just blows up in the suit. The caterpillar guy basically says he wants to rule everything, so he's betrayed by everyone and eaten by a frog. Anyway, remember I said the mayor's robot blew up? Yeah, it makes a whole ass wildfire that is going to destroy the bayou that Mabel fought so hard to protect, and the city with it. This is when Mabel tries to put the fire out desperately, losing her grandma's jacket to the flames, and another heart-wrenching scene comes. George comes in clutch trying to save her when a tree falls on him. In this moment, I thought he died. I was actually going to cry my eyes out. And yet again, using the innocence of nature to showcase this scene makes it that much more tragic. But he was fine. Basically, Mabel and George destroyed a dam that they lived in, and that's it really. The mayor doesn't build the road, Mabel's bayou was turned into a nature reserve, and that's Hoppers. Now, typing this out, I appreciate this movie sounds whack, but it's worth its watch. This movie will make you laugh out loud and also hit you in the feels like Pixar does best. This movie for me is superior to Zootropolis 2. It's funnier, I like the plot more, there's no dumb twist villain, and it has its fair share of heavy moments. If Disney can keep the ball rolling like this after, they may possibly be back, but we don't know. Until Toy Story 5 hits cinemas in June, we will not know. But with that said, Hoppers is a Disney must-watch, and on its own may raise a generation, as its older classics used to, because Hoppers is phenomenal. Thank you for watching.